here. Welcome to our podcast. Welcome everyone. Welcome to No Guys and No Plan. This is a wandering Canadian right here, and my lovely co-host,
Caucasian Persuasion.
and we got a nice little host right here, guest right here.
Kayline, the Don.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel. How's your day? I hope it's good. So topics today, what do we feel? My personal favorite is Marvel movies.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Marvel and the lack of performance they are doing right now.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm excited.
Bruh, like, are you like, bruh? Let's start with this, man. What is your favorite Marvel movie?
Okay. It's super hard to decide because do we have to go MCU or do we have to go broader? Can we go broader? Legacy movies.
Legacy movies,
Or do we have to stay within the continuity of the sacred timeline, as they say?
I think we should.
In Marvel movies, they follow this multiverse thing.
Yeah.
616 is ours.
616.
That's what they call it. I don't believe it because Earth 199999 is what Kevin Feige said. That's what he said jokingly, and that's what a lot of people, and I included, totally accept. That's the universe name.
Earth
616 is comics. Right?
616 is comics.
Yes.
Earth.
Everyone knows that.
I just, you know what?
You, buddy.
Yeah, you are. You're getting a real nerd session.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I am not versed, but I was like, you know what? I am an avid movie watcher,
Yes.
so I'm more movie legacy of
Okay,
Marvel than comics. Comics, they're not consistent at all.
No, comics get really convoluted and so confusing.
They rewrite,
I know.
overwrite. They buy new characters. I think what
They
Thanos.
do a lot of weird things where, like, Captain Marvel, like, I think has a child with her son. I can't remember if that's. I might be wording that wrong, but that happens in the
Game
comic.
of Thrones.
It is Game of Thrones.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Kentucky.
Why go across town when you can go across the hall, right?
Oh my god.
like, dude, like, no, but like, I think my favorite Marvel movie has to be Civil War, and it's not because I'm black, because it shows the dynamics between how like the fractured relationship that Iron Man and Captain America has. Iron Man wants to be Captain Save Everybody. Captain America, he wants to be, hey, everybody's sacred, and then they fight, and then the whole reason they fight is because of one person that just got mad that they didn't do their job well.
We're called the Avengers, okay?
Right.
We're not the protectors here, okay?
Right.
You gotta screw up first, and then we'll help you. Okay?
Right. There's rocks falling out the atmosphere and hitting towns. You think I'm gonna save everyone, and you just happen to have your family die? I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. But what about everybody else? Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
greater good. I mean, we didn't do it. Oh, well, I guess Tony Stark technically did.
That is true. And Civil War does actually bring up a really cool point because we're all familiar with the movie, right? It's
Yes,
just,
sir.
in reality, it's just a bunch of action figures in a sense that just going at it, right? You're a little kid. But the message they bring in there, right? Should a superhero person be like in check? Should you document that guy? Probably, maybe. I would say, yeah, dude. If someone could lift a car with one hand, I would be kind of intimidated right there. Okay, let's watch that guy a little bit. All right.
But I mean, that's with that basis, it kind of boils down to: can you be yourself in society without society wanting to judge you, categorize you,
Good point.
and put you
Can you do it as a
in a
person?
box? Yeah, like I mean, like honestly, we do that every day when we check the black. Are you Black American? You Indigenous American?
Mhm.
Asian? We categorize ourselves and put ourselves in a box. And even when we apply for applications, we say, "Hey, I could do that job. I could be an employee. Call me a career navigator. That's my job."
Yeah.
So, but or call me a chef, or call
Right.
me a bartender. You know what I
Right.
mean? So if you cannot be categorized by society,
No.
like, what are they gonna do? They're probably gonna lock you up and tell you that you're wrong.
Kind of what they're doing now right now.
That's what they've always done.
That's true.
Kind of what they've always done.
Right. So that's why I like Civil War, because it's ultimately you get to see the clash of everybody mostly everybody in there, and it's not some sweeping villain with some OP power. It's basically the human mind, and the playing on the separation and basically just the family aspect of it, because they were a family before.
Exactly. They're actually they brought everything together in the first Avengers movie, right? Destroyed that invasion, and everyone praised the hell out of them, right? These guys were the heroes. You can do whatever they want, man. Maybe that Hulk guy though. Maybe not him.
My favorite though.
Yeah.
No,
The Hulk.
don't bring up Hulk.
I like what they did with him in those movies too, honestly.
Yeah.
You
I
think
like
so?
Hulk was Hulk. He was Hulk in the first few of them. I mean,
Incredible Hulk.
yeah, Ragnarok was the last time we saw Hulk as Hulk.
That's so
And then
true.
after that, he's some
Dude, he hangs dong in that movie.
deep thinking. Huh?
He hangs dong in that movie. Do you remember?
No.
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Thor got to see it. That's a
Oh,
sight.
yeah, when they were about to fight.
Yeah, right? Thor got to see it, man.
Yeah, you saw the hammer.
He saw some hammer.
You don't like me when I have an erection.
Oh, for real though.
He said it.
I think
He said
Ragnarok
it.
was my favorite movie.
He said it. Remember that. He said it.
I'm sorry. He just brought his other hammer to the fight. Anyway, that's all I have to say.
Interesting question. On your point of view, if Thor and Hulk were in Civil War, what would you? How would you think that would clash out?
Oh.
I mean,
We're all familiar with how Hulk is, right?
yeah. I feel like Thor ultimately wins. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thor's
yeah.
Thor's
Better
better.
bad, man. He's son of a god, really.
That's true. He does
You
say
know.
he's a god.
Thor would win only if they didn't nerf him for the movie.
Right.
That's the thing, because Hulk and Thor are like OP
Yeah.
in comparison, but so to bring
God, in
them,
the comics too, it's just unfathomable how powerful they are. It's disgusting.
I know,
yeah,
It's
it's
disgusting.
literally, it's not a fair fight depending on the situation. Like if all it is plot armor that protects them. So I think it wouldn't be fair for anybody else, because unless they're fighting each other, Hulk is stomping pretty much everybody. I know Iron Man, he kind of knocked Hulk out, and I can't remember which one.
That was for the writing. That was all for the writing.
I think it was
I don't think Hulk would have got knocked out right there. He
The
just got more angry.
Yeah, I think it was the first Avengers, right? They used the Hulk
Oh, the
Buster.
second one,
The second one?
Age of Ultron. Yeah.
Age of Ultron,
I
yeah.
really know.
The Hulk Buster. Now that's a cool suit.
It was.
Yeah.
And when they adapted that from the comics to that, I was like, no freaking way, man.
Dude.
That's
That
freaking
was in
sick.
the comics.
Yeah, Hulkbuster's in the comics. That's definitely. That was one of his. You know how Batman has contingency plans for Superman, all the superheroes, just in case they decide to go rogue.
Mm-hmm.
That's Iron Man's thing. Yeah, that's all his thing. Making contingency. How do you say that word?
Contingency.
Thank you. Oh,
You had it right the first time.
I thought I did. I wasn't
Don't
confident
yourself.
with it anymore, dude. I was not confident with it.
Dude,
Say
you
it
gotta
3
get your
times,
grammar
that's
up. You got help by a dyslexic.
Damn.
You got help by a dyslexic. I can't pronounce that word if I seen it.
Oh, God.
No,
I
but
have to say.
yeah, he has a contingency for everybody. But it's I'm not gonna like. Let Batman and I just don't understand his superpower. I
Rich.
want to say
He's rich.
Rich,
Traumatized, I guess. He got childhood trauma that he never dealt with, and now he fights crime at night.
yeah, but he could beat everybody. He has a plan for everybody.
yeah.
He goes
Prep
against
time.
yeah.
I'm
Like
not a Batman fan. I never really have been. I liked him when I was real young. I really liked the Penguin movie. That was one
Willem
of my favorite
Dafoe?
ones.
No.
Yeah.
With Willem
No,
Dafoe?
no,
Not Robertson. Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito was
Yeah.
What
crazy.
did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
You
I
said
don't know.
the new one, the new Penguin.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I thought.
haven't even seen that one
That's
yet.
what I was trying
No.
to say. Danny DeVito. It slipped out of my mouth. I did not.
We're getting far off topic here, but that movie, the Penguin, the TV show.
I haven't seen
Oh
it. Don't
my
spoil it. Don't
Gosh!
spoil it. I recommend it. Have you ever seen The Batman?
Yeah.
Oh my,
Yeah.
dude, you have to watch it. It's literally like you almost want to say it's Sopranos of the like it's almost on the level of Sopranos, almost.
I
Like-
think you could do, and you got to do that more with comic book movies. You got to adapt you can't just make a comic book like slap. Well, I guess Across the Spider-Verse you can do that, adapt a comic book into a movie. That would be beautiful.
Right.
But you want your comic books, right, to have all that flashy stuff. Get away from that. Let's get something grounded, like a Breaking Bad, like you said there, or the Penguin.
Yeah.
Right. Let's have like Jessica Jones back, something like a really
Where it's got some real life
situation,
yeah,
right? You can relate to a little more.
gangsters in it. And
Yeah.
stuff. All the bad guys are just gangsters.
Unpopular opinion: the best TV show phase of Marvel was when it was on Netflix. Like when they had the Iron Fist, when they had Jessica Jones, when they
sorry, Iron Fist was painful to watch.
Oh my god!
That was painful.
Okay. Danny
Here,
Rand.
I'll tell you why it was painful.
Okay.
It's because the actor that played Iron Fist didn't work out. He didn't train at all. And you're supposed to. You're a superhero, right? You're supposed to look like a superhero. But he didn't do any of that because he didn't want it.
Kind of badass in its own right.
From what I'm ready.
From
From what
on
I've read
camera.
there. Also, let us know in comments. Which is your favorite superhero? For mine, don't steal Spider-Man. But back to your Iron Fist thing. He didn't train, and he didn't like do any of that workout stuff like that. So when you actually watch the fight scenes in that show, it's like cuts really quick, and it's dark because you can't see him because it's not him, because it's some other guy doing all the fights and shit like that. Or when he is fighting, he's just so slow. Dude, I could not watch that movie or show. Iron Fist was painful.
I was actually caught up. I was caught up in like more of the story. The fight scenes were lackluster, but I guess it kind of for me it played into Now I'm thinking about it. The fight scenes were absolutely horrible until he powered up the fist. But ultimately, the story, like the hand, that one lady, I can't remember her name, Madame Zhao or something like that. She was cold.
A lot of people forget too that Iron Fist in the original comics, he was also a white guy. Do you remember that whole controversy?
Yeah.
There was a crazy controversy when that show got released. He was like, "Why is Iron Fist white? He's not supposed to be white." But you look at the comics, and he was a white guy.
They did the same thing with the. They did the same thing with.
The thing is, when the comics,
Doctor
the
Strange.
guys are like, "Here, we'll give you this power," because they thought he was gonna die.
Right.
But he didn't die. So this white guy just stole their power.
Story is old as
Colonizer.
Yeah.
you just take their sacred power and treasure and leave.
From Europe?
My memory on it, yeah, it's a little fuzzy, but if I remember correctly, that's how it goes. That's how it goes in the comics.
No, but like they do, like Marvel has had that a couple of times, like with Doctor Strange, the I think Sorcerer Supreme. She was in the comics. It's a man and he's Asian.
Oh,
and in the
yeah,
movie,
that's right.
They
Tilda
turned her
Swinton?
into the They turned it into a chick, and she's white and bald. So it was
I
kind
don't
of.
know, and she was bald, and I was like, damn, she stole us good.
Yeah, dude.
Holy
Oh man. I was like, man, you can't make a man. She doesn't go our way. She's definitely a lesbian. I was like, man, we gotta give her a Yeah, I think so. She's married to a woman, I think.
Cool.
But like,
Cool. I know that's not it. Cool.
Oh, but we didn't get you guys' favorite Marvel movie.
I was still intrigued, and it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. If we're gonna go for our MCU timeline, like you already took Civil War. That's a personal favorite because I introduced Spider-Man. What a huge moment too, right? You ever see that trailer when it first got dropped? Oh my god, it was just Tony Stark and Captain America at the airport. And he calls out, "Underoos!" and you just see the web. Oh, dude, the whole crowd went wild in my school.
That's why you did go crazy.
I
You did
do.
go crazy.
But I have to be a sucker, and No Way Home was a personal favorite. I saw that opening night with my family. No. Oh, dude.
Damn.
That's the one with the three Spider-Man,
All
right?
three of them.
Oh,
Spoilers.
Wait, yes,
sorry.
I have. I lied. I have seen
You've
that
seen
movie.
all
Oh,
three
yeah.
of them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that atmosphere in the crowd.
Trip.
Oh.
They
my
had
God,
the-
it was euphoric.
the original costumes. Oh, it was sick.
Yeah, I cried. I was in tears, man. There was a lot of people in that theater, tears, man. We were standing up, just yes, Tobey Maguire, there he is. I haven't seen him in 20 years.
We waited years.
The first ones were super good, though. They definitely. He
And
killed
that's
it.
when I'm gonna go to Spider-Man 2 with Sam Raimi, the first trilogy.
Oh, I forgot about those. Oh my gosh, I would have.
That one will always be my favorite, Spider-Man 2, because it is the true. You can't relate to Peter Parker anymore, dude. it's perfect, right? The first 5 minutes of that movie, he loses his job. He fucking can't even afford rent. His Aunt May can't even afford to pay their bills right there. He's lost his girlfriend. His best friend hates him because Spider-Man apparently killed his father. So nothing goes well for him. Nothing ever goes well for him. Then he loses his powers, right? And every time I watch that movie, I always just shed a tear because it's like, we've all been in that, right? Oh, dude, we've all been in there where we just want to just, fuck it. I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore. I don't want this anymore. Spider-Man 2 definitely relates to me a lot.
Yeah, it was definitely human. It's just like, because when life doesn't go well for you, we think that, you know, superheroes have it great because they could save everybody. They're swimming in the cash, swimming in the ladies, whatever. But ultimately, when you can't perform your civic duty or the thing that gives you purpose, it literally crushes you. And then you don't have sustainable living. You don't have, then you're going through it with your girlfriend, your best friend, quote unquote, like you said, hates you because he was down bad. Yeah. And then you have to basically fight your professor? Like Doc Ock? Oh, man.
That was pretty cool to see that introduction, how he got all made, right?
Yeah.
Remember that scene where they were trying to take off the tentacles off him?
Yeah.
Remember that scene? It's a rare horrifying scene right there.
Ock.
Yeah, so Doc Ock, they're trying to use the chainsaw, but the tentacles start going on their own. And everyone's screaming, everyone's dying. I was horrified as a child. It was my favorite movie, but I was like, dude, people are dying in this movie. What is going on?
I've never seen this before.
It's getting crazy.
Dude, and the crazy thing, fun fact about that is that all the equipment, all the arms that he used, those arms were actually like real.
Oh, practical, yes.
Yeah.
I love about that, the practicality that they did with that.
The props and stuff, all that stuff was real. But in the actual, like the No Way Home was all CGI.
Yeah, that's true. You can definitely see that. And that's the one thing I love practical effects. My personal favorite movie would be The Thing, but we'll come back to that later. The CGI that they use in these movies nowadays really is so painful, man. It's noticeable, right? You can see it. Why does it look blocky? Why does it look splotchy right there?
Part of me wonders though if the CGI has gotten worse or if our perception of it has just gotten that much clearer.
Maybe.
And so our standards are just really, really high with it.
True.
You know?
And TVs nowadays get crazy resolution nowadays,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You got 5K all of a sudden?
Exactly.
My eyes can't even comprehend some
Yeah,
of these
we're shooting
things.
like 4K, right?
I would agree with that assertion, but the problem is the only outlier is Avatar. Avatar is the greatest CGI movie. They just made a new one. It looks great.
Dude, that movie made Native Americans look so cool.
They made them blue instead of red.
I never thought in my life, I'm like, man, I could get intimate with another one with my hair? That is crazy. God,
Did you try?
I tried.
How did this go?
He was looking at me like, what are you doing? I was like, were you supposed to like loop up?
Yeah. But yeah, so the CGI for Avatar is so breathtaking. Like the one where now they're in the water tribe, they're trying to adapt to this new tribe and all this stuff. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, and the animals too, the designs that they have in there, it's they just truly Peter Jackson right there, an incredible director, incredible screenwriter. I love all his movies, and the animals that he does, he designed a lot of them based off the animals we have, like the chickens and mooses and cows and stuff like that.
Really?
And I always thought to myself, man, we should own one of those chickens. One of those tiny little birds.
So I thought about it, like I actually want to do like a full-on homesteading thing, be fully self-sustainable. The thing is everything is so expensive these days though.
That's true.
Even having the chickens, feeding the chickens, I heard that it is less cost effective to have chickens nowadays than it is to, just purchase eggs from the store and purchase your chicken from the store, because chicken is a relatively cheap meat to purchase,
Yeah, okay.
But it costs a lot of money to keep them alive unless you have your own feed coming from somewhere.
That's my word with the chicken thing, man. I would like to own chickens or some type of animals like that, for free food.
Right.
That's sick. Yeah. But taking care of them, man, I probably forget.
Yeah, I have some friends that do it, and it's very time consuming and it is expensive.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, they spend money on materials to build stuff. They're constantly getting out. They got to put up fences. They got to feed them, take care of them. Getting them to incubate and lay eggs is impossible.
So you can't have a rooster in the hen, right? No?
I don't know personally.
You can only have females. How do eggs work in a chicken?
Oh, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Okay,
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So chickens, basically laid. So roosters
just
basically,
like fart out an egg randomly.
yeah. So for lack of a better term, everybody,
Oh, sorry. My
chicken
vocabulary ain't that high.
eggs are basically the menstrual cycles of chickens. So they're chicken periods.
Mm-hmm.
That are not fertilized. So roosters are there to fertilize the egg and protect the chickens. So so that's why they're there. They're mainly there if you have like an egg layers farm. They're there to protect the hens from getting attacked from like coyotes and stuff like that. And then the first thing to get eaten. So if a person, if a coyote,
Oh, really? They sacrifice themselves for the greater good?
They know what it's like to be a man.
yeah,
Yes. Oh, man.
yeah. Biology. Men should protect
Yeah.
their ladies.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
Fertilize the egg and protect the babies.
Right.
Like I said, get protected.
But some farmers, they're too aggressive. So what they do is they'll breed another rooster.
Yep.
I don't know how they do that, but they'll get another rooster that's calmer, and then they'll just basically turn the other rooster into fried chicken. If you do this, please invite me over, people. I would love a good angry rooster fried chicken. I bet they taste great.
No animals were harmed during the recording of this production.
We don't know that. No, just kidding. But no, like inflation nowadays is like, if you didn't believe in inflation, you believe in it now. Like I remember when eggs were just like so cheap. They were like what, $2, maybe $1 or whatever. Now there's like, to buy eggs from anywhere, you're gonna spend at least $6.
Yeah.
At least $6.
Yeah, it's horrifying. It's crazy. Everything's expensive. Like 2 weeks ago, not 2 weeks ago, last week, I was on OnlyFans, and the girl I get feet pics from, she costs us $10. Now they're $25. What are you doing? You know who I am. You know I'm talking to you. You know. That's expensive.
Toenail polish and lotion.
went up for you.
I would be so upset if that went up just for me. I'd be heartbroken.
Toenail polish and lotion. What else on your feet?
I guess so. I guess that's how it's gotta be. Inflation. Everyone's gotta suffer now. Everyone's gotta suffer.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, that's how it goes.
It's a chain reaction.
Expensive, buddy.
She can't buy more makeup, so no, I can't buy no more feet pics. This is just we're the world.
You got it
First, the chicken or the egg. Once again, chicken or the egg.
Okay, first.
You gotta practice. You gotta practice a little testosterone and
Cash.
retention, sir. Just some celibacy will solve your problems. Oh, dude, dude, just imagine bro, I bet you to get to be married costs more now. Dates cost more. So just imagine if your girl can't cook, going out to Denny's. Now you're like, oh yeah, we go out to Denny's. Now it's like $40, $50 to eat there. Bruh, listen here. Let's take cooking classes, more cost effective.
So I was married to a woman that had 4 kids from previous relationships. One time, dude, going out to eat was crazy. It just wasn't happening. You know what I mean? We're gonna wait till we get home.
Yeah.
We get food stamps for all those kids, all right?
Right? Chicken nuggets and hot dogs for the kids.
We're raising our own chickens. They're gonna lay eggs.
What's those juice crystals like Tang? Ever heard of Tang?
Oh, dude, I've heard of Tang, but not in the right,
good.
in a different connotation. Every time my dad brought it in the house, he's like, yeah, you don't know nothing about this Tang here, son. You don't know nothing about it. I was like, what does that mean? He's like, don't say it too much. It's a bad word now, but you don't know about this Tang here, son. I was like, this orange stuff is gross. Like, dude, like, them old folks and them drinks, like my pastor, all he likes drinking is Tahitian tree. I like that stuff. It tastes like
It used
syrup.
to be 99 cents out of a 2 liter too.
Yeah,
the Tahitian treat was 99 cents for a 2 liter.
It's
was
red.
Yeah, it's just
Wow.
red 40.
Actually?
red 40.
Oh.
I don't know if that's even got red 40 in it, but I
Dude,
imagine.
that literally is red dye and syrup.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I promise you, bro. But I bet you Tahitian tree is like $5 now. Like, cause inflation is crazy, bro. It is
Just
crazy.
syrup and water. I don't know if I could do that for $25.
Dude, I promise you. Oh, but syrup and water, so economics teacher, if you ever want to teach a big kid on how inflation works, teach them the cost difference between Debbie Snacks back in the day and now. Like, they used to be 25 cents. And I knew about inflation before I was even in high school, because they went up from 25 cents to 35 cents. Then from 35 cents to 50 cents. Then from 50 cents to 75, and now they're like $2.
Well, the boxes were like $1.50 when I was a kid. and the singles were cheap. Now you gotta, it's more than $1.50 to get them big single ones. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's $5 for a box. It's crazy.
Like, dude,
Like, you can't not see it when you grow up from how it was when we were little, and then now it's just like, man.
and it's a drastic difference. The 90s seem like the 90s, early 2000s seemed like the sweet spot for financial literacy and
Oh, no
maintaining.
kidding. Yeah, that's true.
And now like it's too much money to do anything.
Mhm.
To have a car, it costs way too much money. To have insurance costs way too much money. I know it's to eat, it's way too much money.
Yeah, that's painful.
Everything.
That's
Yeah.
painful right there.
And grocery stores and stuff like that throw the food out too. They don't give it like, I remember going to Rainbow, like the last Rainbow to close. It was in Maplewood, and there was, at the end of the day, they had like extra chicken left over. Yes, I did ask for chicken, and he was
No stereotypes here.
Yeah,
It's all
the-
truth.
yeah, stereotypes sometimes are true. I'm sorry, I like fried
Just
chicken.
not the Civil War thing.
Just not watermelon. I don't like watermelon. I don't like grape. but so
Check that off. Check that off. Okay, what else? What else?
I'm gonna write this down.
right. But they had a huge, like, they had food that were thrown into like these buckets. I was like, hey, you guys are closing. I know you guys are gonna close the store soon, permanently. Is it okay if we could get some of that chicken? And I probably shouldn't have asked. But he's like, no, we put it in a bucket and we send it to Slot for Pigs. I was like, so you're telling me you rather give that food,
Documentary.
huh?
There's this crazy documentary that's reminding me right now a little bit right there. It's these two people lived off garbage food, dumpster food for 1 month. For 1 month, due to this inflation and stuff like that.
Let's do it. No, I'm just kidding.
It worked.
They did?
It works.
That's
They
amazing.
managed to find food in the dumpsters, and that's why they lock it up. All right, and trust me, I tried to get in there, but that's why they lock it up at behind dumpsters at grocery stores, because there's a lot of fresh food back there. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's wasteful.
It's
Wasteful country
really-
we live in.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
and the people there, like, they just snuck in, right? Broke in there, took all that food, and they were able to shelf everything out for it. And it was like 6 months. 6 months worth of food.
I think there was a TikTok guy who it was TikTok or Shorts. He jumps in the dumpsters and just pulls out food from the dumpsters. He's like, oh, I'm eating tonight. I have this and this and that. People run him off. But ultimately, I think inflation would be like, you could satisfy a poor community with the food mass chains throw away at any given time. Like, the reason they do it is, temperature concerns and all this extra stuff. So you rather give a family of rats food instead of feeding the people that can take that substance and go work a job.
Yeah. Mm.
Like, it doesn't. I think if we did one, make sure everybody ate a successful meal. We don't have to overfeed them, but give them a successful meal and then give them a place to sleep.
Exactly.
We could solve most of the economy problems that we have now.
Definitely.
Maybe, right? But, oh, man, that money and what you could do with it. You can use that money to go skidding.
Skidean?
I don't even know what the hell that is.
I'm
Skidean.
trying to think. I think it's what's the one? It's on the water, not a snowmobile.
Skidoo.
Skidoo! Thank
Sea-Doo.
you.
It's called a
Sea-Doo.
Sea-Doo. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to go for.
That's a jet ski. It's like what is it? Skidoo makes jet skis called Sea-Doos.
Oh, I think of Skadoosh. Kung Fu Panda.
That's
That's all I heard. I was like, oh, Skidoo. I need to culture myself. I don't know about fun activities that don't require sitting on the couch and playing video
We're gonna have
games.
to come up here during the summertime, man.
A Skadoosh.
Yeah.
Speaking of skidooshin,
Yeah.
how do we think of that Kendrick Lamar and the Drake thing? About
Oh.
is he pretty much skadoosh Drake now, right? Like,
I tried to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Let's go.
Oh, well, go ahead.
This is why we have him. He
So-
has all the lyrics memorized.
Just that. No, I don't. See,
Oh, okay, no, what?
I'm contrary to popular opinion, I'm a good Christian church boy, but that part of the song is catchy and it played it everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know half that song, but that say Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That
That's
devious look he gave the camera. Say Drake.
That was so good.
Yeah.
It was so
Let's
fun.
go. Yeah, I think that he pretty much destroyed his career. But honestly, at the same time, though, Drake's gonna come back from it. You know, and that's the sad part. Is I think, and let me ask you this: like, is there any actual evidence to support the things that he's saying? Like,
Yes.
has people seen that? Because I haven't personally. And so, like, this whole time, I realized the other day, I was like, you know, I just kind of went with it because Kendrick was going so hard. I was like, oh, he definitely a pedophile. But like, I don't know. I haven't seen it myself, and so it's like, damn. But I think that he'll probably come back. Like, he's got the talent, he's got the connections through other things to still come back from that. And I kind of hate it. You know what I mean? Like, just go to sleep already. Kendrick already put the dirt on you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think so. The evidence for it, I seen it in. So somebody did like a interview. Well, you know the girl from Stranger Things. I think her name is 11. The character's name. So they it's horrible timing, but they cut back to an interview they did with, I think, Entertainment Tonight, of her saying Drake had inboxed her and was talking. It just welcoming her.
He shot her shot or something like that.
I know it's crazy. So he was talking to her. And he was just like, welcoming her into the industry, talking about stuff. And then she was like, the interviewer asked her, what do you talk about? Oh, we mainly talk about boys and stuff like that. I was like, she's an underage girl. You're older than me. And you're talking to her about boys?
Relationship
and she's not even what? That is crazy. So, I mean...
Yeah, where's your parents? Ask your parents for the advice. Don't ask that guy. He's been on Degrassi, all right? He was in a wheelchair on Degrassi. Don't get advice from
Everybody
that guy.
hates him for that. That's so funny, though.
Dude, that's the funniest thing ever is when people mention Drake, they mention Degrassi.
Almost every time.
God,
every time. And how he's rapping from a wheelchair. like, dude. But, like, yeah, so for him... I don't know if we could put I don't think we could put that word on him. Geppetto is what we got to say for YouTube. Geppetto. We can't put the word Geppetto on him.
One of them dog groomers I hear.
Yeah, we can't put that on him. But we can say that he can't deny it based on how many underage people have said he has reached out to me, and that's even more.
It's sus enough. If you're reaching out to multiple minors like that and trying to welcome into the industry, you sound like you're trying to gatekeep to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
gatekeep.
Yeah, gatekeepers, man.
I've never heard of that one. I like that. Gatekeep. Well, I don't like the.
I don't like the. Oh my god! It gives you some, you know.
But like,
that's wild.
For Kendrick to do that on the national stage of the Super Bowl, like one of the most, like I think it had over 80 million views on the NFL. That's crazy. That's bigger than any music video that anybody has out right now. Like,
and especially for being a diss, like, we've all know diss songs, right? We've seen them all back in the 80s and the 90s, right? All the classic gangsters dissing each other, those diss tracks. This one was awesome, man. And seeing another rapper diss another rapper again, I'm like, God damn it! Finally, we're getting some of that again.
Yeah, and what was a whole new level?
Yeah, and when was the last one? Eminem and MGK is the only one I can remember.
Oh no, Drake is. This is not for Drake's first L. Pusha T outed him. His brand deal with Nike and his son. He's like, hey, let your son come home. Pusha T did him dirty. So it's like Drake has been taking L's. I think the only way his career can recover is if he turns into Diddy.
Oof. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't turn into Diddy, baby.
So
wrong time for that.
I think it's too late. If we don't need a surviving Drake, like he's like man, I promise you, because like Drake has honestly, for me, he used to be my favorite rapper.
Mm.
He used to
be
had
some catchy bangers. There's that one song, Energy. I didn't know about him at that time. Well, I only knew him from his Degrassi and Canadian.
I liked him back in the day when he was still with Wayne and Nicki, when they were all together still. Like, that's when I really
Young Money, Cash Money, man.
They were so solid.
That was an era. I think for me,
that was a quick era too. That was a short era.
Man, no, but they I think what broke them up was...
Let us know your favorite rappers right now in the comments and your favorite diss song.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the decades, there's been plenty of diss songs, and let us know. Mine, personally, is Kill Shot. I could rap that song willy-nilly.
Who wrote it? Who
Eminem.
Eminem. Oh.
He wrote that in 13 minutes, right? That's crazy. How does he come up with that in 13 minutes, right? He just listens to the rhythm. That's his thing, right? He listens to the beat, and then he'll come up with something right there. He'll try to make it flow. God, I love
He's a
Eminem.
genius.
I'm gonna
dude.
say something that's really unpopular, but
Yep.
I do not like Eminem anymore.
You heard it here
I grew
first.
up-
The first white guy.
I grew up
does not like
listening
Eminem.
to. I grew up on the Slim Shady LP, the Marshall
Yeah.
Mathers LP.
Yep.
I mean, I grew up on the old Eminem, and like hearing him now, I haven't heard anything in like years and years and years and years that I've liked. The stuff between him and MGK, like it kind of seemed like a joke to me. Like it just wasn't serious. Like Machine Gun Kelly had no business talking to him in the first
I
place, and so it's like he
know,
just freaking swatted him with a fly swatter, if you ask me. You know, and then turned him into an emo alternative
Oh,
rock kind
turned
of.
him
He was
into
rolling with
grunge.
nails
Yeah,
and pink fishnets. Oh man.
That was wild, man.
That's like, what did Eminem do to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He
I'm
did-
not a fan of his new stuff at all. I don't know. Haven't been for years.
Yeah,
Huh?
he's. I think he did something recently with somebody, and it went.
LL Cool J, man.
That
That
went
is
viral.
such a banger, man. He
That
did a
was that
song.
went viral.
They finally collabed LL Cool J and Eminem. Oh, it is so good. It is so good.
Dang.
That was a banger.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
bro.
bro.
When I tell you, it's a good one. I mean,
I was confused when I was scrolling through YouTube. I was like, oh, LL Cool J uploaded a video?
I
was like, that's crazy.
He's still alive? No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
exactly. That's what
Mama
I
said,
too.
"Now get out."
So I click on it, right? And I'm starting to listen. And he's going, and then it transitioned to Eminem. I'm like, whoa! I was like a kid in the candy store. Oh, man.
Because they're so legendary. I think
Yeah.
because there were so many lines drawn in the sand back in the old days. Now seeing those rappers able to break out of their boxes and collaborate together, it's fire.
What an honor for Eminem too to work with LL Cool J, right? Dude, that was like one of his top idols, right there, right?
Nobody
Oh my
was cooler
God.
than LL when he was popping.
Yeah.
Nobody was. I mean, like that old era rap. It's sad we have to call Eminem old era rap.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's so
crazy, dude.
That is old era.
Drake.
yeah.
So Lil Wayne, old era rap. His dreads is falling out and all that stuff, and all he does is make features. Still banging though.
Yeah, and now that you say that, I have not heard of Lil Wayne. If you're out there, Lil Wayne, we love you and we support your music.
I just saw a
$1 Million
video,
Baby.
He posted a video about the whole Super Bowl halftime thing because he wasn't going to be performing, but he said I'm cooking up a bunch of new stuff. Got new stuff
Aw.
coming out for you guys soon. Yeah, Wayne is my favorite rapper to ever do it. He just because a song would come out and it would be a hit and it would just be some random person, but then you'd hear it come on one day and then Wayne would start rapping it, and it's like he'd just do it better every time. I'm like, this is crazy. You hear that lighter flick? I was like, oh, it's a hit. It's a hit. Yes, sir.
So the thing about the thing about the
This shit
2010s
pumping, man.
facts, like the thing about the 2010s, there was not a song that didn't have Drake, that didn't have Lil Wayne,
Tyga.
or Tyga, Ace Hood,
Oh shit.
like Roscoe Dash.
Tyga had this one awesome song we used to listen to before every lacrosse game and every tournament. I can't remember what it's called, but it was the girl would sing it. It was like, "Do the dance on your thing, boy. You know you love that." You ever heard that song?
I've heard
Sing it
it.
again.
It was like, "Do you dance on that thing, girl? You know you love that shit," right? It was something like that. But it's a very vulgar song, so if you're gonna listen to it, don't listen to it by yourself because it is a vulgar song.
Favorite song though?
But
Okay,
we pumped that out so hard
Favorite
before
what
every
song?
lacrosse game.
huh?
The opposing team would hear that, like, what is this sexual thing they're playing? All of us are like,
They're
Going,
getting scared.
going.
They're getting more and more nervous. Like, what are they pumping up to do to us?
dude, at the end of
We're playing lacrosse?
when we warm up and everything like that, we put our hands in like on 3. 1, 2, 3, gay porn!
No.
You did not do that.
Bro!
I would have.
That
I
was
would have.
intimidation.
I would have quit. I would have been like, bro,
Wrap
okay.
it up. Wrap it up, guys.
I'm holding a stick.
Yeah.
Yep, no.
That's so funny. You said something about a favorite song, though.
Favorite song? We talk about old school hip hop. We talking about just the
Oh, God.
gutter. We can do it wherever.
Yeah.
Tech 9 is on the table because I know we
I
have
just went and
to.
saw Tech.
Yep.
Super lit. Yeah.
I
That's
haven't lost my virginity yet to go into a concert.
Oh,
And I want to
let's
find
go.
the right one.
I'll tell you who was crazy was Waka Flocka, man. He was
Waka
crazy.
Flocka,
Yeah.
play.
He came up
Play.
there with Gates, it was up there the day.
Okay,
But,
okay, yeah.
So like Gates was up there, he did his thing, he was cool and all, but like Flocka, like half of it he was rapping his old hits, like his old deep tracks, and then he just had DJ Wu-Kid like spin that shit. He came on the crowd and was partying like EDM style with us. Like he was out there with us.
Really?
Oh, he was all over the
Waka,
place.
yeah,
he was 2 Tron for
Yeah.
sure. I was like, yeah, it was just partying with Waka. That's all
That
it
is
was.
sick.
It was pretty cool. So that'd be a good one to go to.
Oh my god, right?
No.
Popping a cherry on that.
Tech is sick.
Oh.
Any of the strange music stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I always want to go to a Gorillas. Have you ever heard of Gorillas?
oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm happy.
Yeah,
Feeling
Clint
glad.
Eastwood. Hell yeah. Right there, Gorillas is probably my
That
favorite.
one
right
slaps for sure.
So I'm a
That's
Christian, so I have to go to maybe a Maverick City Music, maybe a Tasha Cobb. Who bangs? I go to Jonathan McReynolds. Oh man, Jonathan McReynolds can sing, dude. I
Yeah?
tell you,
Okay.
he's our
He's the type of one that, like, when you hear him, you float towards him, right? Like, oh.
Why do I feel like you can sing? Can you sing?
I
Do you
cannot sing prompted. Okay?
Okay.
I cannot sing prompted. Like
But
I
I can sing drunk.
No, I don't drink.
Oh, okay.
I don't sip that much communion wine. Contrary to popular belief, I just get what I need to get Christ to get out of there. Man.
That's cool.
Sip of blood. This
I
is
don't-
sip of blood,
Yeah.
baby.
I always want to do that. That's cool. Like,
What, communion?
Have a bit of Jesus in there? Just a little sip? That's a wild thought.
That is heresy.
No, that's okay.
Heretic.
I didn't even know what a heretic was. I think you offended the man.
I had to
What?
say that for my peoples. Tell him. Put in the comments that he's a
Light him up, Ted.
heretic.
Light him up.
It's just a wild thought to me, man. Like, you can have him, like, right inside of you. He's right there at all
The
times.
power
you
of
know?
Christ compels you.
He knows I'm left-handed.
That's crazy. But I think music is such it's a concept that brings the world together. Every culture has its sound. Every place has its own design, and
Right.
just hearing people sing and voice their musical authority and power through music is fire. I love it, and it's been a pleasure talking about it.
Oh yeah, man. It's been fucking awesome to have you here, and I'm excited to see more of you.
Yeah.
It's been an awesome time. Fuck yeah, I love every moment of it.
Yeah, it's been good. Thank you for having me.
Fuck
Thank you for
yeah,
having
of
me. I
course.
really
Appreciate it,
appreciate the
brother.
opportunity.
I want you back here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Put my number in your phone. Let's go on a couple of
We'll
dates.
exchange later.
Kayla.
We'll exchange later. Man,
He said, I'm the power bottom.
Oh, wow. Heretic!
He's a good Christian boy.
Recording.